Hello, I'm back with another Project Life Process video. I am just getting my photos matted down using various papers. So this gold paper I think is from Pebbles from Jen Hatchfield. So I am just documenting the shows that I'm watching on television during the month of February, like when their season started, like say for instance The Walking Dead. I think they started in February, so I wanted to document that. The Super Bowl happened, so I just have like a screenshot of the Super Bowl and just documenting the weather. So I'm just getting these down, and I'm going to use that wood veneer. I'm actually going to put it on the page protector in front of the Walking Dead photo, just to add a little bit of interest. So now I'm going through my 4x6 papers and paper pads and things like that. This is a Heidi Swapp paper pad, and I'm just using a screenshot from the Daily Weather app. And I don't have Daily Weather on my Android because I don't think it's available, but if you do have iPhone or your Apple devices, you should be able to get this Daily Weather app, which is a pretty cool app because I like it. I like the screenshots for Project Life. So now I am flipping through this Heidi Swapp paper pad, and I'm looking to see if I can find a pattern paper to mat this screenshot of the Super Bowl. I did want to capture that since it does happen in February, so I wanted to document that. And so now I'm going to work on this 2x12 slot of the page protector, and what I ended up doing was cutting down that piece of crepe paper, and I'm going to end up layering some October Afternoon stickers on top, and then I'm going to do some stamping onto the actual labels, which you will see the end result later on. So now I'm going to proceed to work on the back side, and I've got the photos already in, so now it's just a matter of finding 4x6 cards to go along with them and mat the photos as necessary. So now I've got all the photos matted, and I'm going to do each card one by one. Instead of having my page protector down on my workspace, I am just going to go through each one and embellish as I want to. And you see here I'm just using some rub-ons. This is a cloud rub-on from Amy Tangerine. I think that is from her last collection, not the one that's coming out now, not the Rise and Shine. I think it's the one before that. So just getting that down, and sorry about my head there. And I'm going to find a wood veneer and add it to this card, and you'll see me go through my wood veneers. So I'm going to do a little bit of stamping also, and this is a Create Indie stamp. When she had her shop open, she she sent a couple of those little stamps with my order. And that documented, that is a die cut from Studio Calico. So I found a wood veneer, and I'm going to adhere this down using this Crafters Ultimate Glue. It's a very good glue and it dries clear, and it seems to be very strong. So I'm using that to adhere my wood veneer down on the photo. So now I'm going through the Studio Calico die cut labels, and they're very neat. They're already cut. It's almost as if they were cut from a silhouette machine, and all you do is just pop them out and stick them down wherever you need to. So I'm just going to layer these up on this photo. This is just a photo of me lounging in bed on my iPad watching YouTube videos, of course. So now I'm going to do some stamping on this card, and this is a stamp by Avalicious, and it is going to say around here, and it has a little house on the end of the stamp, which I thought was appropriate. And I'm also using this 4x6 card by Studio Calico, so it has little hearts on it, which I thought was really cute. So on this card I'm going to use some thickers to spell out the word sick, and this is just to document that I had orange juice and ramen noodles and cold medicine for the month of February, just to ward off a cold as best as I could. So I'm just documenting that, getting those thickers down. These are foam thickers, and I don't know the name of them, but if you need to know the name, just let me know. And that stamp that says this week, that is also from Avalicious, and I'm going through the Studio Calico die cuts again looking for a label, and I'm going to use that label that says because that's exactly what it was, and I'm using my tiny attacher to just staple that down. So for this card, I'm going to stamp Right Now. That is also a stamp from Create Indie. And I had placed this flare badge down. I had to move it so I could stamp efficiently. And so I cleaned that stamp. When I'm working on my pages, I have to clean my stamps right away. That's just my personal preference. So that's what I was taking time to do there. And I'm using this LA Studio stamp, and I'm going to stamp some hearts, and I'm going to end up having to move that flare button again so I can stamp appropriately on the card. I'm also trying to use up my flare buttons. I have quite a few of them, so that Daily Life flare was in my stash, so I thought that was cute with the coffee cup, since this is a picture of my hot chocolate in a cup. So now I am back to this Super Bowl card, and I'm going to use this Avalicious stamp, and this stamp says what we did today, and you fill in work, played, lounge. Now since this was a football game, I thought the played part would work really well, since the football players, the Patriots and the Seahawks, they're the ones that played the game. So I stamped it under the photo just to basically signify that's what I'm referring to. So after the stamping, I'm going to look at these Crate Paper Craft Market stickers, and there's a sticker that says Play, Laugh, Grow, and I thought that would go good on this card next to the photo, so I'm going to use that. So I'm trying to use up my wood veneers, but I didn't find one to go on this card, so I just left it just like it was. Here I'm going to attempt to use this rub-on that says this week, and this one doesn't work out. This rub-on, I don't know what the issue was, but it did not, you see that it just lost its stickiness and it was just ruined. So I had to use another one. And that's the thing about rub-ons. I think sometimes they go bad and you have to use them fairly soon. You don't want any old ones sticking around, although I think there are some old ones that work just fine, but apparently this one, it may have just been that one, but I know with a lot of rub-ons you have to use them or lose them. So I'm going to do some stamping on this 2x12 slot and get that in the page protector, and that's pretty much it. There will be photos at the end. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks for watching.